And we're live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 1 of the House of Dragon These Nuts. I am your I am your host.
What if you started your podcast and we both
Thanks, Weenie, for bringing me in there. Oh, slicked up Weenie, ready to get on the mic.
God damn.
Let's put a hot Weenie.
I just
really
looked at his face and he's like, hey, can you see me or can I not see myself? I need lighting from this way.
The lighting, yeah.
we should get Brandon in on this.
Candles are lit.
He likes Lord of the Rings.
I think that it's this that's fucking it up.
Tia's brother or whatever.
Parody.
What?
Brandon Paradise.
Oh, I don't know if that's his last name or not.
I don't. You don't know. Weenie, what's Brandon's last name? Brandon Parody.
Parody's nuts on your face.
That's retarded. And a
Dominant lie. Alright. I walked right into that one. Like, you fucking hung out with the guy for like a year on PlayStation. Why the fuck would you know his last name? I don't understand.
That's what I come back to.
You started headbutting the camera.
Oh my god.
iPad, you know.
No, I haven't seen Brandon Parody in like fucking 10 years.
All right, well, since we're here, let's just talk about episode 1.
Of which one?
Of House of Dragons.
Lead us off. Hit us with the round table of King's Landing.
I was just gonna say
Farts in the background.
Well,
if we can make it past 10 seconds without giggling, it'll be. Rest in peace, Brandon.
This is your boy DjCreative. I am joined by Eric Eakman and J Murder. Is that what you want to go? What do you want to go by, Jake?
Not murder, probably.
Anyways,
otherwise they'll look into his past and stuff like that if you ever release it. They'll be like, how many people you killed?
Right. We always wanted to do a podcast, so
Gamer tags.
what better time? Oh yeah, SupBruuh. This is SupBruuh and Eakman, and I am DjCreative, and we always want to do a podcast, and what better time than with the release of House of Dragons. Nudie, you seen episode 1. What'd you think?
I seen episode 1, DJ. Thanks for passing those great compliments out about us. We're just random reviewers, local blue-collar guys trying to make reviews on what's important in life. And I think after episode 1 that king has his head up his ass in the Red Keep. I mean, he's kicking out the only guy who's able to ride a dragon. Now, his daughter can ride a dragon, but she's a girl. And girls, they can't just cut it in this day.
Right.
They don't have what it takes. So I don't know about you guys, but I feel like he's just kicking out the only people who can kill an army in a second during this time, which are the dragons and anyone who can ride them.
Yeah. Jake, what do you think overall?
I'm gonna get right down to the brass tacks for you, Justin.
Okay.
It's on everybody's mind. Everybody's thinking it. If I want to see some slutty bitch get fucked on House of Dragons, she'd better have a big pair of tits and a nice ass. What's up with this flat broad getting bent over and fucked? Nobody wants to see
that's
that
true.
shit.
There's nudity.
I think she ends up being his Daemon Targaryen's mistress too. So why does a guy with a dragon pick the woman with the flattest ass?
Okay, I'm gonna be questioning.
Drag his nuts across her flat ass.
The girl that he fucks, is that his mistress or his wife?
That's his mistress. He has a wife, but she's not there in the picture. We haven't seen her yet. The king keeps trying to send him back to his wife, but he's like, fuck that bitch. But we don't know why. So that's like his punishment, to go back home to his wife and like live out his days.
Okay.
Can't we get like Nicki Minaj in there? Hashtag Nicki.
I'm sure there'll be some baddies. My first thought
Dragon.
about it was I don't, maybe we should get better at names, but the daughter's sidekick, her like,
Allison.
okay, does she give weird looks, or is that the actress, or like, is she up to something? That was my first thought of the whole series. Thanks for shitting my pants.
You see, let me tell you something about Allison real quick here.
Wait, make sure you don't go into episode 2. This is just 1.
No. She's at first you kind of get led at, you have a thought of like, hey, maybe the dragon riding daughter's just maybe she likes to eat a little bit of Allison,
Right.
You kind of think maybe that's happening at first. Like there's a friendship, but then like we don't know where it goes until episode 2. So basically, her dad, who is like the Peter Baelish of this episode, old Amish fucker at the table who's trying to like keep away the brother and the lineage for that so he can weasel his way into the throne. So it seems like in episode 1, the king's wife just dies, and Allison, he sends her in as like a young little something to munch on while he's getting through his hard times.
Yeah, and then, well, we could talk about that later in episode 2, but at first she like hates it, and then and then what were my other questions? Oh yeah, so I guess we already talked about. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell the viewers. We already talked about episode 1, so this is why it's we're just trying to backtrack. My question was, did he steal the dragon at the end, or is it his dragon to take? And did you have any thoughts about that? I don't think they told us.
They didn't tell us, but there's now if you tie the Targaryen family, like the King's Landing family, they've always had a connection to dragons that are like more close than any other family. So there's something to the Targaryen bloodline that allows them to bond with dragons better than other families.
Yeah,
is what I can gather on. So, but we don't know, like, did he start out as a kid just like, hey, there's a dragon, he walks over, pets it, hops on, and just flies away, or if it's like, something they were trained into. But it's possible that is his dragon that's bonded to him like a dog.
Yeah,
kind of like Daenerys and hers, they weren't going to leave her. So I think we're looking at a dragon battle in the sky, Bob. Lot of dragging these nuts across the sky.
Yeah. And then my second question was, you mentioned that he gets his army, which I knew that they gave him an army, but you said that he gets to keep it. Why would they let him keep it if he got banished?
He wasn't supposed to keep it, but with the army
with him,
they were loyal to him, not the king. So back in the day, he was the one who trained them, gave them food, put clothes over their head. So like did all their stuff for their family. So their loyalty lies with him and his pathway to the throne. So they're not, even though they are just supposed to be on the king's side, they really don't have any loyalty to him. So yeah, seems like they're just down with whatever Daemon wants to do because he's got a dragon. And enemies die with a dragon.
Yeah. I just want
unless you got a dragon. I don't know.
Why is it not called the House of the Wyvern? Because they're typically wyverns, not dragons.
Oh, like types of dragons?
Dragon, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
The biggest of. Wait, here. Okay. Are we going into episode 2, or are we just on the recap of 1 still?
Well, we can't really go into 2
Jake's
because
going into
Jake.
Oh, I messed that up.
I haven't seen it. There better be.
Well, we'll see what happens with those dragons, but I'm pretty sure.
Wonder if something happens.
There better be some fucking.
Anything else in episode 1?
There's an egg.
I'm sorry this episode's not the best because we already talked about it. Like I said, me and Newt had like a 10-minute text convo about it.
Yeah,
this is the lead up into the banger that is episode 2, and then we can jump back into episode 1 on where it ties back into episode 2.
Yes,
this can be just like this can be a practice round because that's literally not my take on the movie. The sex scenes are the cringiest part for me.
You pick out. Yeah. He's all down in the brothel. He's like, life and as a king and stuff. And behind him, like you said, there's like a flat-chested woman just getting fucked.
Yeah.
Like,
Are you guys like me? Like when you
sucks.
watch stuff like with your girlfriend or anybody, and a sex scene comes up, you're just like, this is fucking cringy.
Oh, dude, try being with your fucking nieces and nephews when it happens.
I usually just
they're all
laugh
like,
out.
can't look. I'm like, Bobo, look at the fucking girl.
Look at the girl.
All right, we're cutting that.
Don't touch my pillow.
We're cutting that.
Cutting that. That's for show. All right. Well, yeah. Is there anything else?
We didn't even mention the fact that the husband just said, "Yeah, fuck my wife. I need a kid. I need a boy." Like that whole scene is like completely out of the way. So he makes a scumbag move, pulls the plug on his wife. They rip the baby out of him. The baby dies anyway.
Oh my god! Yeah, we're totally.
Oh, that's
cherry picking.
We can't miss that versus drag.
They didn't even like address the baby dying though. I like found out about that in the next scene.
No,
like,
what you missed is when they burned the stack with the body on it. They had the little baby one too. Yeah.
Ricaris. You know when he
the cars.
Fucking daughter, she sucks.
Yeah.
She can. I'll adopt her and her dragon. I don't know, but
yeah, that was your whole spiel for the. You were very passionate about. You were like, why the fuck does he want a son when he has a dragon wielding daughter?
Here's a question for
he doesn't use any of the fear tactics as a king.